Rona Goskirk, played by Zoe Henry, is set to come up against a fight when it comes to April Windsor, Amelia Flanagan, getting involved with the wrong crowd. April's rebelling against Rona and her father Marlon Dingle, Mark Charnock, could put pressure on their relationship. Layla Kavanaugh, Roxy Shahidi, could also be set to fight to see her son Jacob Gallagher, Joe Warren Plant, after she's met with an angry David Metcalf, Matthew Wolfenden. Whilst the Dingle family are put under pressure as the police get closer to finding out the truth about Al Chapman's, Michael Wildman, murder. Rona and Naomi clash over influence on April when Naomi Walters, Corrine Peter, arrives late for work at the Woolpack. It's clear there's still tension between her and Rona. Marshall arrives at the cafe and gets into an argument with April, who ends up punching him. Things go from bad to worse for Rona when she discovers April hasn't just punched someone but has also had a piercing. With Nicola Wheeler, in her ear, Rona starts to worry about Naomi's malign influence and soon confronts Naomi about her influence over April. Their argument ends in a physical altercation and Rona's livid when Marlon doesn't take her side. The next day, Rona attempts to make peace with April by planning a surprise 80s-themed party. Later, when Naomi arrives to find Charity Dingle, Emma Atkins, asking Rona about her, she's left dreading what's to come. Soon Naomi tells Dad Charles Anderson, Kevin Mutter on, she's been fired from the Woolpack. When April tells Rona and Marlon that the belly button piercing was her own idea, Rona is faced with a decision on how to move forward with her behavior. Layla forced to take action against David after Jacob's stabbing. Jacob's in hospital but worried when David urges him to lie to the police about the stabbing. Jacob's conflicted but commits to the lie when the police question him and David, stunned by an offer to buy the shop, has come from Merrick Pollard, Christopher Chidill. Despite feeling guilty about Eric's retirement plans now being put on hold, David's massively relieved he'll be able to keep his home and business. The next day, Layla probes David for an update on what Jacob has told the police about the stabbing. David won't say and he restates his demand for Layla to stay away from their son. Will she agree? Or has she finally found the courage to fight for her son? Emmerdale exit for Dawn Taylor as she lands new role. Dingles put under pressure as police uncover Kyle's secret. Amy Wyatt, Natalie Ann Jamieson, is concerned when a police officer approaches her. At Butler's farm, Moira Dingles, Natalie J. Robb, also confronted by the police, and at Jacob's fold, Mackenzie Boyd's Lawrence Robb, alarmed when the police want to take him to the station to answer some questions. In a police interview room, Moira sticks to her story when E.S. Malik, Taibu Fortes, questions her on her trip away with Kyle Winchester, Huey Quinn. Whilst in his interview, Mackenzie's tight-lipped when D.S. Malik presses him for information on Kyle, whilst a panicked Amy desperately tries to stick to the line as her police interview continues. Poor Maddie Barton, Ash Pomishino, is rattled when D.S. Malik reminds him of the serious consequences of perverting the course of justice. Later, Maddie, Moira, Amy and Mackenzie regroup at Butler's farm after their afternoon at the police station. They realize how high the stakes are for everybody. The next day, Moira remains anxious about Caleb Milligan's, William Ash, involvement in Kyle's case. Caleb knows just how high the stakes are but is defensive when Amy and Moira question his methods. Moira's relieved to be back on speaking terms when Kane arranges a call for that afternoon. But when DS Malik arrives at Butler's, to bring an anxious Kyle back in for questioning, things take a turn for the worse. At the police station, Kyle reaffirms that it was he who killed Al. Emmerdale airs weekdays from 7:30 p.m. on ITV.